YouTube, we got comparison of the most painful punishments #2.
You recover from the initial shock and realize you're chained to your chair. Moreover, some contraption keeps your mouth secured in the open position, and some tool is approaching your face. You'd love for this to be a dentist appointment, but alas.
Yo, Dad. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, the dentist did me. No, did he? Bro, the dentist definitely did this to me one time. I only had to have this happen to me because I had to get my get fitted for my retainers, bro. It don't hurt though.
You've said things you shouldn't have, and now they're gonna cut off your tongue since you live in the Middle Ages.
What's good, gang?
In this video, you'll learn about the top most dreadful punishments that could have happened to you back then and how horrific they were according to the pain scale. The scale is based on real scientific research and gives an approximate assessment of the suffering a person can experience. We'll start with the tongue tearer, so you better put that sandwich away. Viewer discretion is advised. If, in medieval Europe, you dared to say that rain wasn't caused by prayers and killing people in the name of God wasn't exactly okay, it'd be enough to make you a heretic and a traitor. You'd be detained and sentenced to have your tongue cut off. For this,
have your tongue
and a traitor. You'd be detained and sentenced to have your tongue cut off. For this, executioners devised a special tool that looks like scissors. The victim's tongue was placed between its blades, and then the torturers would tighten the screw on the handles.
All for saying rain didn't come from God. Or from God's tears. I think that's what he said. This is actually kind of crazy, bro.
Often, the scissors would be heated with fire before the punishment.
Watching the most painful punishments.
This might have partly been a good thing, since this would cauterize the wound. In the Middle Ages, there was no such thing as surgery and sterility. And, apart from the instant pain, the victim would likely suffer from infections or even die from blood sepsis. Despite all this, the tongue terror torture received only 39 out of 140 points on the pain scale. In reality, the executioners rarely wanted to shut the culprit up since their job was predominantly to obtain information or a confession.
What's good, gang?
In Japan in the early 17th century, they came up with a special kind of torture to make you admit you're not a Christian. Back then, the country's last samurai government, under the helm of an authority...
Benito, what's getting? I'm a big fan. Can you please... Wait. I just thought you could please tell Chart to go subscribe.
Authoritarian leader.
So you just come here for promo? Yo, that's kind of crazy, gang. But I do appreciate the support, twin.
Outlawed Christianity.
What we watching?
And tens of thousands of believers were persecuted. One of the most widespread methods of making a person recant their faith was a torture method called Ana-tsurushi, which literally translates to hanging. First, the victim's body was wrapped in straw or fabric and tied. Then they were hung upside down over a hole in the ground. The hole was often filled with feces to make matters even worse. Being tortured. The executioners also made small cuts near the person's temples to lower their blood pressure to stop the victim from going unconscious. If it did happen, there were doctors nearby who would make the person come round and hang them over the hole once again.
So if you said you was Christian, they hanging you upside down over Dookie. Yo, Japan was actually wildin', bro. That don't even sound like it would kill you. Well, then again, actually hanging upside down, probably the blood rushes to your head. It probably would. It'd probably be a slow death. Slow, stinky death, though.
Although Ana-tsurushi received 48 points on the pain scale, some people didn't fold under the pressure of this torture. Around 2,000 Christians stayed faithful and died as martyrs. However, the main religions in today's Japan are Shintoism and Buddhism, and Christianity accounts for a meager 1.5%. So sadly, the horrific Ana-tsurushi practice reached its goal. Executioners worldwide weren't above using the most heinous ways of achieving the desired outcome. There's a category of tortures that are scary to even talk about. However, I believe that we can't just ignore them. So, in this discussion, I'll rely on your imagination. The first thing I'd like to tell you about is the choke pear. This metal contraption is...
Oh my goodness. Bro, wait.
First thing I'd like to tell you about is the choke...
Chat, what body part do you... Alright. Now I don't even want to ask y'all. Y'all too freaky. I was going to ask you what body part y'all think this is going on, bro. Like, because it's called choke pear. There's no way this can fit on somebody's neck. Like, Yo, it's about to get crazy, bro.
Pear.
It's about to get crazy.
This metal contraption is made out of a few separate segments that open wide if we turn the screw wrench.
Open wide?
The choke pear reportedly got its name from being used as a gag.
Oh, it goes in your
However,
mouth?
It's also known as the pear of anguish.
Oh, it just breaks your
instrumental in
jaw?
some kinds of torture.
Oh!
Its segments were sharpened. Then the executioners would heat the pear in flames. Insert and open it within the human body's various physiological openings.
Your cheeks! No. Yeah, this is one of them Diddy punishments, bro. No, I could not imagine, bro. Bro, they stuffing that inside your back end, bro, and start widening it? Dude, no. Just shoot me, bro. Like, genuinely, bro. There's no way, bro. I thought they just said mouth. Why they... Wait, hold on, run it back.
Insert and open it within the human body's various physiological openings.
Cheeks.
A person can be subjected to this torture for homosexuality or fraternizing with the devil. That is, for nothing. The pear of anguish received 67 points on the pain scale, approximately like childbirth, because it inflicted similar injuries on female victims. However, there's no historical proof of this tool being used in that exact way. This contraption is regarded as too elegant for torture. Some believe it was used as a simple juicer. However, whatever purpose the choke pear originally served, people thought they could use it for torture. And this is far from being the only tool created specifically for human genitalia. Another invention that was no less heinous was the iron spider, or the breast ripper.
Nigga!
Wait.
What the hell?
I had to go blow my nose, bruh. I had to go blow my nose. But yo, this look crazy though. Yo, why they torturing the shawties, bruh?
And yes, this name perfectly explains its use. With its help, the executioners punished or interrogated the women who gave extramarital birth or were accused of performing an abortion, adultery, blasphemy, or just gossiping. The iron spider was heated and secured to a wall on one side, while its sharp spikes were attached to a woman's breasts.
Oh my goodness. Bro, what's with these freaky punishments though, bruh? Leave the biddies alone.
Although the use of this contraption in the Middle Ages is doubtful, cutting off people's breasts as a form of punishment was used in reality. The ancient Romans subjected Christian martyrs,
Yo, no, bro. These dudes are literal freaks. Look at this picture. Bro, oh my goodness. Bro, look how they're looking at her, bruh. Dude.
Of Sicily.
No, y'all just
to
freaky.
make stress balls.
No, stress balls is crazy.
And Saint Barbara to this before executing them.
No, bro, this is crazy, bro. I feel like this was low-key made by dudes that just couldn't get any play and hated women, bro. That's what I'm talking. Yeah, they let death got no box. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, there's no way you doing this to shorties, bro. Come on now.
Such torture takes 73 points on the pain scale. However, men are even less fortunate in this regard.
What if the women back then had flat chests? Then what would they do?
Yeah, facts. I mean, I guess they wouldn't have anything to rip. They probably would hit him with the pear thing. Then they probably would hit him with the what called the pear ball, the pear, whatever the pear got, whatever the last thing was called.
Intimate areas were also targeted by executioners.
Like, what's up with these? Oh, dude, no. Chat. Guess what this is called, bro. Me personally, I'm assuming this is the meat ripper. Chat, yeah, somebody else said the meat ripper. Chat, what do y'all think this is called before he says it, bro? Dude, what do y'all... The meat biter? Oh my goodness, bro. This looks scary, bro. I don't even want to know what they was doing with this, bro. Dude.
Who created the crocodile shears.
Wrong sound. Crocodile shears. The meat clamp? Alright, now y'all just wildin'.
Instead of normal blades, they had a kind of chute with the jagged edges. I believe it'll suffice to say that this tool was used as a punishment only—
Oh, no. This is the meat ripper. This is, look. Oh, this is for sure the meat ripper, bro. I don't know why they call them the crocodile shears, bro. Oh, my goodness. Bro, I didn't really know it really got more painful than, like, well, I did for the last video. Stuff do get more painful than getting shot, bro. I'm so glad these torture methods don't exist, bro. Nobody better dig these up and start trying to do this to people. This is crazy.
For the most heinous
Why is
crime.
he looking at him in his eyes, too, though? This is kind of weird.
For example, for trying to kill a monarch, and only on men. The scissors were heated, applied to the male sex organ, and used to tear it off. I don't think most men would agree with this torture landing on only 100 points on the pain scale, as it must have been unbearable.
Don't let your girl find out about this,
However,
bro. You're cooked.
the executioners mainly focused on other body parts, and it was for one of them that they created this. It became—
Chat,
Touch my meat and you will get beat.
Facts. Chat, all right. Name this, bro. Name this, bro. I have no idea. I don't even got a name for this, bro. Chat, what could this possibly be called, bro? And what body part could they possibly use this on? Like, what is this?
One of the most popular torture tools in the Middle Ages. First and foremost, during the Inquisition. It's called
Spikes of
the knee
despair?
splitter.
Oh my goodness. The knee splitter? Dude!
The executioners would put the victim's knee in between the two bars with sharp protruding spikes and start tightening the screws. The tool's teeth would puncture the skin and the muscles and eventually break the bones.
Ow!
After such torture, not only did people confess to everything, even the things they didn't do, but they were also maimed
The cheap circumcision 8000.
That is great.
for life. So in addition to going through pain that amounted to 93 points on the scale, the victims
over
continued
93?
living with it. That is,
Living?
if they didn't die of complications.
Okay, so you can actually survive this, bro, for sure.
The knee splitter
Still
could
crazy,
also
though.
be used for the hands, the
Oh, no,
elbows,
no,
and the ankles.
They just putting this on every body part.
If there was something it didn't work with, it was the head. And
Oh, nah.
if
that's
during the
crazy.
medieval times, the executioners kind of put up with that. In the 15th century, they invented the head crusher.
What?
It's used for simple intimidation as well as interrogation and capital punishment. Sometimes, placing a prisoner's head inside the contraption was enough to get him talking, as he already knew what was coming next. First, the executioners would place his chin on the lower plank and secure the tool's upper part on the top of his head. Then, they'd start to slowly tighten the screw. With each rotation, the skull would be subjected to an ever greater pressure,
Oh
and the
my
teeth would be the first—
goodness, bro! Your skull is literally getting crushed, bro. This is the only thing with me though, bro. Out of all these punishments, bro, like obviously once they die, somebody has to clean up like the human waste. Like how much, bro? You couldn't pay me enough to start cleaning up brains, cleaning up chopped off meat, like chopped off human body. It's just so disgusting, bro.
to
Brain
give out.
juices all
Then
over the ground.
the jawbone would break, the skull bones would start cracking, and the eyes would burst. If the rotation were to continue, the convict's head would completely deform, and he would die while going through an unbearable pain of 108 points, which is even worse than the
This is
crocodile
crazy.
shears. However, the greatest point on the pain scale stands at 140 points.
It's
So we
still
still have
more-
some ground to cover before
But
the
we
end of the
still got
list.
more things that's
No matter
painful
your
than this. We
religious
only halfway through the
affiliation,
vid.
you probably know that the crucifix is the main symbol of Christianity. However, today, we'll examine it as a horrific execution method used by ancient people. The Persians used crucifixion to punish rebels and traitors. The Carthaginians executed enemies of the state and deserters in this way.
Yo.
The ancient Romans—
Hey, Tom, get Luciano. Go ahead. You finally earned your first 600. T-Money, IFC, CPAL. Go ahead and give Luciano a 600. What the hell is he talking about? Head game go crazy? What are you talking about right now? Give him his 600, bro. Yo.
went even further.
He was trying to
In
the
their
whole
culture,
stream. What is
crucifixion
he
was
possibly be
saved for the
talking
worst
about?
criminals, rebels, enemies of the state, slaves, and non-citizens of the empire. The convict
Yo.
would often have to carry
Yeah,
a
he earned that, I'm
150
saying.
kilogram
We just see
beam
somebody head get crushed and you talking about head game go crazy. Bro, what?
to the execution place. There, this part of the crucifix was hoisted upon the already standing pillar, and the victim was tied or nailed to it by the wrists. The executioners would write the person's crime on the horizontal beam and then leave him to suffer a horrific death. Sometimes, additional torture, like lashing, would be used to inflict even more pain on the victims. The worst was yet to come for them, however. First, they were tainted by the pain from their wounds, which would later be joined by skin burns from the sun, bites from myriads of insects, and hunger. The victim's muscles started burning like fire due to the insane tension, and at some point the legs could no longer hold the body and gave out. Then, the weight would transfer to the arms, but the arm joints weren't strong enough to hold for long, and eventually, the entire burden would be on the chest. That's when the victim would start experiencing trouble breathing.
At first, I was going to say, how is this worse than your meat ripped off? But this is probably like one of the slowest deaths, though. Like, this real life torture.
It would become more and more difficult to inhale, and the person would begin to suffocate. This horrific punishment was one of the worst in humanity's history, so it received 112 points on the pain scale.
Yeah.
Yet, the Roman rulers seemed to like combining the execution with public shaming and humiliation. That's why they also practiced a torture called poena culae, or penalty of the sack.
Bro, why are they always trying to do something torturing me sexually, bruh? Bro, penalty of the sack? And look where they're reaching, bro.
It was an official kind of capital punishment for the murder of relatives. First and foremost, the father, or conversely, the
You wouldn't?
Wouldn't what?
child. The punishment consisted of sewing the convict inside a leather sack with four animals.
Wait, what?
Monkey, a dog, a rooster, and a snake.
What?
And the executioners would beat the sack with sticks and throw...
Oh, hell nah. You got a monkey, dog, chicken, and snake attacking you in a sack is actually insane.
Throw it into the water.
Hey, chat, yo, who is thinking of these ideas, bruh? Who thought, you know what, bruh? Let's just throw them in a sack, put four animals in it, and just beat it up. Like, who's thinking of this?
Or leave the victim to the mercy of the beasts.
And
The terrified animals would start scratching and gnawing at whatever was near, which was predominantly the human body. Moreover,
imagine seeing a bulldog? Bro, chat. Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say, like, how long would you survive in this? But, like, bro, chat, what would you do? What would you do to avoid this punishment, bro? This is crazy to see inside a sack, bro. And mind you, they gonna hit you with it, hit the sack, and throw you in water, bro. This is a crazy ending. A crazy ending to life, bro. wait, somebody just said they gonna set their fate? What? They were the original Diddy disciples, bro. This is so crazy, bro. Like, at least, honestly, bro. Chat, who you fighting first? Who you fighting first, bro? Me personally, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'll probably grab the snake. You feel me? Grab the snake like these, bro. The chicken, I'll probably smack the chicken. Smack the chicken. The dog, I'll kick the dog with my right leg. And the monkey, fuck. I don't got enough body parts for this. No matter what, I'm grabbing the monkey like these. I'm gonna hit the chicken, then I'm gonna grab the snake throat, then I'm gonna use my feet to kick the dog. And that's how I'm surviving.
This sounds like a type of thing you'd see in the Australian outback.
That's how I'm surviving, bro.
The snake could be poisonous. Yet this horrific torture...
See, I didn't think that far. I didn't think that far, bruh. Bro, look at this animation, bro. This is crazy. I didn't think that far. I was just thinking about who I'm gonna beat up first, bruh.
Torture also had a spiritual meaning. The four animals in the sack weren't random. The dog symbolized the criminal's lack of respect for his parents. That comes as no surprise, since the convict was being punished for murdering one of them. The reason for this choice was that puppies are born blind for the first 9 days of their lives and can't see who they're growling at. The rooster stood for the criminal act itself, and the snake symbolized the convict's parents' grief. The monkey meant the criminal himself, since although it looks like a human, it can't be regarded as one. It's hard to tell if the symbolism itself could bring additional suffering.
Crazy depiction of what's happening. Snake wrapped around your arm, rooster biting your meat, monkey just doing whatever. I can't even see where the dog at. Where's the dog?
To the convict. But they were already experiencing pain that reached 128 points on the scale. It's pretty close to the maximum point. But there were even worse tortures. For example, the iron chair. It was most likely a chair with a tall backrest, arms, and even a footrest.
Oh my, bro! I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. Bro, how are you thinking of these ideas, bro? They got spikes on the seat, spikes on the back, spikes everywhere.
The only detail was that all of these surfaces were covered with sharp nails.
See, bro, I ain't lie, bro. These would be some good punishments for them predators. I've been saying rocket ship, but I ain't gonna lie, bro. Every time we catch a prey, bro, I'm saying throw them in the sack. If you know, you know, bro. Only people that are in to see this video or in this stream will know what I'm saying when I say throw them in the sack, bro. Literally.
With the help of belts and poles, the convict was secured on the iron chair to maximize the area of their body that touched the nails. Such contraptions were widespread in medieval Europe and could slightly differ in their design. In China, the chair was covered with the giant sharp blades, but their purpose was the same: to inflict maximum suffering on the victim.
This is crazy.
As you may know, there's a practice of standing on iron nailed covered sadhu boards. Do modern people really willingly go for medieval tortures? Actually, a few minutes after the start of the practice, if you relax, the foot pain completely disappears. But it's not the same as the iron chair. Firstly, it's impossible to compare today's nails with medieval spikes. Secondly, those tortures were accompanied by fire. The chair was moved closer and closer to the flames. Alternatively, a fire could be started right on.
Oh, you not even lying, bro. Bro said they have chairs like that in my city so homeless people don't get too comfortable. I done seen some of those, like, you talking about like the park benches, right? They got like literally like chairs made for homeless people to not sleep on them. They got like, it's just uncomfortable as hell in parks. I know exactly what chairs you're talking about, Twain.
Under it, the victim was suffering from burns and carbon monoxide poisoning, so their body was constantly twitching. With every move, the nails would protrude farther into the body, making the wounds worse. Although this horrible punishment could be used to execute people for adultery, magic, or murder, the iron chair was most often nothing more than a symbol of horror. An executioner only had to remind the convict of its existence to make them submit. This comes as no surprise, since the iron chair sits at 130 points on the pain scale. It's no less horrifying than in Europe. This practice remained in use until the 18th century, and in China until the earliest 20th century. However, a record-breaking, horrific punishment that received the top points on this list is worse than everything that came before it combined. We're talking about being hanged, drawn, and quartered.
Wait. Oh my goodness. Alright. Bro, chat, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing, bro?
Imagine if we had these things in America.
Bro, they are literally ripping his... Bro, imagine, bro... Each one of your 4 limbs is attached to a horse, and they smack the horse and have the horse run at full speed. Bro, this is crazy. And it just
Between the 13th and the 19th centuries, England was the place of literal fighting for the throne. If the king showed even the tiniest bit of weakness, his enemies were already preparing assassinations and rebellions against him. So, the monarch needed to come up with something to ensure no one would question it.
Because it's like, at the same time, they didn't tie one to his head, though. Like, I think you might survive. Say they rip off your arms and legs. You might still be alive because, for a couple seconds. Maybe minutes.
His absolute power
I don't think it's
and
instant,
infinite ferocity toward traitors. Reportedly,
they took off
that's
your
the
head
origin of this most horrific punishment. It all started with the convicts being tied to a kind of wooden panel and dragged along a road for around 5 kilometers from the prison to the place of the execution. This took almost 3 hours, during which the poor...
What is this? Wait, this like pre-torture? It's like torture foreplay. Yo, before they even like just rip my limbs off, they dragging me 3 miles? What type of, what?
Victims scraped their entire bodies against the hard rocks, and people from the crowd threw garbage at them. After this, the convicts were hung on a rope in such a way that their breathing would be obstructed, yet they remained conscious. What ensued was absolute lunacy. The executioners would brutalize the convict in the most horrible ways imaginable to ensure that everyone who saw and heard about it wouldn't even think of going against the king. Moreover, it was all done while the poor person was conscious. If he were to pass out, he'd be reanimated, and the torture would continue. In the long century,
wait, hold on.
Out, he'd be reanimated. It was all done while the poor person was conscious. If he were to pass out, he'd be reanimated.
Bro, imagine passing out during torture, bro, and they just keep smacking you, until you wake up, then get back to torturing you. This is evil, bro. This is beyond evil, bro. Like, the only break you get from getting tortured is when you pass out. This is beyond evil, bro. Yo,
and
this is
the torture
crazy.
would continue in the long century.
I'd take at least an hour to pass out, bro. Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Hundreds of rebels were executed like that in England, including the legendary knight William Wallace, who fought for the independence of Scotland. It's hard to say at what point exactly the poor people subjected to this inhuman suffering would die. However, before leaving this world, they went through a torture that reached the maximum of 140 points on the pain scale. All of this is so scary that it might be better to never have heard about it. Still, in this way, firstly, you have safe content that tickles the nerves, and secondly, you now know what humanity should never go back to.